Hey guys, welcome back to this is the Make Me Outdoors channel now, where I can finally start sharing some of these outdoorsy projects without disturbing the main channels. So I actually just got back from the cabin. You guys haven't seen this on the channel yet because I haven't edited the video, but I did another video on this little Remington Rebel saw, and what I did is I actually ported the exhaust out just a little bit, just to wake it up a little bit. And then I took it over to the camp for a little bit of a shakedown run and cut a bunch of just light tops, twigs and firewood. And it worked out really well. The only problem is this proprietary idle adjustment. I forgot to bring the proper screwdriver for that. But today what I want to do is I want to get the G660 out, get it running. It hasn't run since last year. It won't take anything. I drained the fuel out of it. Should be fine, but worth a check. Maybe just touch up the chain. I don't believe I did, because I want to order a chainsaw mill, because I need to do some work over at the cabin. The deck is in bad shape, and I'm thinking I can take these saws and mill up my own lumber and do a rebuild on that. So I want to do a shakedown of the 388 here. I haven't given this saw a run at all yet. This thing is still brand new. It hasn't had any run time. And as a 72cc, that's a 92cc over there, or 96, I believe. So this is a beast. This is a monster. And we'll get it out and give it a go. This or the other one should be capable of milling. This has a 28-inch bar on it, I believe, and the other has a 25. So this will be good for bigger stuff. A little less power, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to do a little repair. I really hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're enjoying the Outdoors channel. What little has started on it, it hasn't really started yet. I have, what have I got, like 6 or 7 videos in the pipe of my outdoor stuff now that you guys haven't seen. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So while I yak, I thought, this is my old Echo bucket that has worked really well. It's got a lot of miles under it. It's getting a little aged, but the foam hasn't gone crappy yet. But the thing that just drives me bananas with this stupid clip system, the clips they designed incorrectly. They're not big enough for this bucket. They don't clip in like some of my PPE has done in the past of good high quality name brand stuff. Particularly my standard hard hat for industry. So we're going to fix that once and for all and glue this up. But what I'm hoping, well, I'm hoping my glue hasn't gone bad. I swear I saw that moving before just fine. It might be gone hard. Nope, they're just thick. Alrighty, I had to get medieval on that thing. Cut the top off of it, kick its ass every which way. And now there's bloody epoxy all over my bench. Oh, that's what happens. Dollar store stuff, right? It is what it is. But if you're not familiar with 5-minute epoxy, it's just a 2-part epoxy, and this stuff is 3/4 of the way cured already. Oh well. So I want to edit some of those videos up. Some of them are really long term. Like, I shot the beginnings of some of my testing of some of the new mosquito repellent stuff that I got this year that I've never tried before, and it's brand new to me, and the mosquitoes haven't begun to hatch yet. So it'll be a many-month video to complete, as most of my videos are. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun here on the channel. We'll keep fixing up stuff. I've got some repairs from last year that were never published. I did a kind of a rags to riches on a El Cheapo lawnmower that I saved from the scrap. I don't think I ever finished that video because the footage was massive. It was like 10 gigs of footage for a silly lawnmower video. The storage media costs more than the mower. But such is life. Yeah, it was fun. I like saving stuff from the junk when I can, whenever possible. And I don't collect stuff as much as other people. I'm kind of I just get stuff, sell it, fix it, and get rid of it. But except for my chainsaws, got way too many chainsaws. But this is going to be fun. I'm going to work on that kayak today. I have a video on that also being edited. I want to do the mods on it, and what I'm going to do is, instead of just a review on the kayak, what I'll do is the mods that I do to it and everything all in one video. There's not a lot of reviews out there on it. It's a Canadian Tire special, but there's not a lot on that specific model, but a 10-foot kayak, they're all pretty much the same. There's not much to them. But yeah, I'm going to do mine anyway, because that's what I do. And it's a Ramex, so I know I'm going to have good luck with it. The Pelican stuff, I have a Coleman 14 and a half foot or 15 foot canoe that's Ramex that I bought years ago, and that actually over a decade ago, and it's still the plastic hasn't degraded at all. It's wonderful. So I have high hopes for this one being Ramex as well. I forget the chemical name for Ramex, what the actual plastic is, but it's the most durable stuff ever. It's just wicked. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. There we go. This bucket just needs to sit for a short time, and that should not come out of there anymore, and I can beat the hell out of it for another couple of years. I always thought this visor, this face protector, was going to be a complete piece of junk because it's flimsy plastic, but it turns out that's its biggest selling point. The flimsy plastic just folds up when you chuck it around in the back of the truck or back of the car, and it just comes back every time. But I do need, looks like I need to make a new sweatband. That's pretty gross. But yeah, right on. I'm going to keep going with these saws, and I'm going to start with this 388 for now today and get it fired up and see where I left off with it. I have to check my videos, and then we'll go from there today. And then this will be, I don't know how much. I don't think I'll film much more. Here's another tasty tidbit of the day. These Woods containers, I lost mine from previous. These water bottles work just fine for bar oil. Don't use a water bottle for fuel, but get one of these MSR fuel-rated bottles. Handy dandy. Then I have to carry my jerry can around when I know I'm just going to need to do a few cuts. And yeah, 2-cycle fuel, bar oil, all set. Ready to go with the sauce, and we'll get this Pelican out. You'll see the mods are going to be, I'm going to put some rod holders in right here on both sides on, what do you call these, the gunnels. And then I may or may not put the pipe wrap because it doesn't come with any foam for your legs. And yeah, I think we're going to be all set. Paddle holders I'm going to put on too, and they're all inside it. I got from, as usual, they're cheap from Amazon. And I gotta summarize the snowblower here, and it'll be all set. That's where we stand for today. A little vlog style updates and fun stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me in the garage. This is fun. And yeah, chainsaw heaven. Love it. I gotta clean this mess up. Look at this. This place is getting out of control. Check this out. I got this spark plug cleaner that I've been meaning to do a review and a video on for like a year, and these plugs keep piling up because I just never get around to doing it. So now is the time. So the long and the short of it is these things have an abrasive that comes with them. It's usually ferrous. This will be ferrous, which means it's magnetic. It means it's metal based. I don't have a magnet here handy to check it, but you'll just have to take my word for it. So in here is a valve. This valve, open, if I remember right, will allow it to draw particulate in and then shoot it up at the plug. Closed is for this. Everything is all cattywampus. Oh, okay. It fell out of place. There, a little shipping trouble. So there we go. Open and then closed. Looks like I got a fix. Huh, interesting. Might just, this is all falling apart. There. That's better. Except now it doesn't open and close, so we gotta fix this. Let me come back when I fix this. Alright, retension of the screw, and there we go. Open, and then spring-loaded shut. Is it actually closing, though? No, it's not. Eric's got more work to do. It's kinda, but not. Well, yeah, it is. Okay. Can I go further? We just want it to stop the majority of the feed through there. It's deceiving because of the crooked. Yeah, I think we're all right. This whole thing though. Let me see if I can adjust it better. Alrighty, that's better. That puts it more in line and a little bit more preload on that spring to keep this from popping out quite so easy. And there we go. So up allows the abrasive in, closed will be just flush. So we want to mark this because, well, they don't mark it for you. How nice. And the thing I see, there's a bunch of reviews of these online and they're doing it wrong. They're setting this on the bench like so and just feeding it. These holes are to mount this vertically to put your plug down through. That way the abrasive pools down at the bottom here and gets Venturi effect, pulls it in and shoots it up when we have this in the open position. The people that are running them flat, this is wrong. It's not going to work. You're not going to get nearly as much abrasive as what you would otherwise. So what we've got is our little rubber diaphragm up in here and a little plastic seal that looks like we can just remove it. Perfect. And then what we do is we put our bag on underneath this spring clamp and hold everything in place and put our abrasive in as well. So we'll be good to go. Alrighty, check this out. A couple of wood screws and we're in business. So now, right beside my air compressor, go ahead. That's got the right fitting on it. Is that the right fitting? Looks like the right one, but it's not. It is the right one. Interesting. It's leaking from above it. Let me fix that. Yeah. My probably offshore manufacturer of this decided not to tighten that up or to give me any thread sealant, so that's no surprise. That's okay. We can fix this. We're not leaving it hooked up for long, so it won't be a problem. You don't need to put Teflon tape on if you don't want to, but I have some right here, so why not? Let's solve the problem. It is nice that it came with the fitting. That's one less thing I had to buy. There we go. That should be good enough. No more leaky. Just a little bit of a leak past that. That's okay. And let's put a plug in. So this plug before, we're in clean. Oh, yeah, buddy. And alright, just had to wait for the compressor to die down and get you a better angle, but that's what we're left with when we're done. That is spifftacular. We can file and gap that now, and which means for filing is that you just take a smooth file and square the edges on non-platinum plugs, and then you can gap it at whatever gap you require. I don't even know where this plug came from. It's an NGK with the top electrode screw type. So yeah, anyway, let's have a look and see how it does. I've got all these ones. I'm going to spin through them all, and I'll come back to you in a second. Alrighty, check this out. Not bad, guys, not bad. The couple could use a little bit longer, a little bit more cleanup. And of course, there'll be people in the comments already saying, oh, that abrasive will chew up the engine, blah, 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 blah. Well, they're not wrong. You have to clean out the well of the spark plug around the electrode really, really well and get all that crap out of there. But realistically, a couple of granules in there, like, don't leave them in there, and clean them out real well. Don't just use the flush on the cleaning tool, just use an airline as well. But we got a little bit of gunkies around there left. I didn't give them all a really long run, but damn, it did a nice job. These are serviceable for the most part. Look at that one. That one's got the top electrode loose. Always want to make sure that those are good and tight, because when they back off, you can, well, it's not going to directly induce a misfire right away, but it can. It'll cause a small arc, a small spark gap up there, as well as another spark gap, and you can pick that up on a scope. But most of these small little 2 cycles won't take kindly to that. And I'm off camera. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. A few more minutes on some of them could do, but this will do. They're back in service. I'll put them back into the kind of emergency fund when I don't have a plug. I can pull on one of these, but yeah, we've got this thing. It's got a place on my bench now, and it's finally at home. This is the official video. Cheers, guys. One more random thing. Check this out. I got it on my Facebook classifieds. This is, they call them a roaster. Basically, it's a countertop oven that goes up to whatever, 400 degrees-ish. Removable guts and a little rack in there. I got it for just a few bucks on classifieds. What this is for is when you get into changing bearings, like on saw bodies or any other bearing that you go to change, that's in a housing at home, it's hard to do things because I don't have a torch. I don't have an oxyacetylene torch. My shop here is too small to bother. With something like this, you just fire it up and put the enclosure into this and go have a coffee, go have breakfast, come back, and your enclosure is up to temperature. Drop your bearing in, cool it off, and away you go. And particularly for these saw bodies, if you want to do the bottom end, it's pretty much the only way to put bearings in them. And this is big enough to fit an entire saw bottom end in it for just a few bucks. So it's a cool little hack that I saw on only one other YouTube channel, and I've seen this done back when I was in the trade with full-size ovens. But these things are fantastic for just a few bucks. Pick yourself up one.